Hello everyone. Hope you are safe and sound. Let us begin today's session. We have discussed about conventional sources of energy. The sources of energy which are being used since a long time are called conventional sources of energy. There we talked about fossil fuels. The fossil fuels are made by decomposition of dead plants and animals. The examples of fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. We have also talked how these fossil fuels were formed. We talked about renewable sources and non renewable sources. And now, today, we will learn another conventional source of energy, which is thermal power plant. What it is? As the name suggests, thermal. Thermal means it is related to heat. So, this thermal power plant converts heat energy into electrical energy. Remember this? Thermal power plant converts heat energy into electrical energy. You may think, how do we get this heat energy? So, we get heat energy by burning fossil fuels. So, the term thermal power plant is used since fuel is burnt to produce heat energy, which is then converted into electrical energy. We have also talked about fossil fuels, right? Coal, petroleum, and gas. So, these fossil fuels help in generation of electricity. So, large amount of fossil fuels are needed to generate heat. When they will be burnt, they will produce heat, and then the heat energy will be converted into electrical energy. So, there is a large need of fossil fuels. Think, if we locate such thermal power plants far away from the coal fields. Coal fields means the place from which we get coal. So, if we locate thermal power plants far away from coal fields, then what will happen? Then there will be difficulty in many terms, difficulty of transporting coal. It also consumes a lot of time. And when it has to be transported, so it is very difficult to transport coal from coal field to thermal power plant. On the other hand, coal field are nearer to the thermal power plant. Then what will happen? Then the transmission of electricity is more efficient than the transporting coal or petroleum over the same distance. Therefore, many thermal power plants are set up or are located near coal or oil fields. Now, what actually happens in thermal power plant? Let us learn it. We have discussed that the fossil fuels are burnt in large amount to produce heat. So, when these fossil fuels are burnt, they generate large amount of heat energy, right? What will happen then after? The heat energy, which is steam, right? The steam will be produced. So the heat energy, which is in the form of steam, is used to run turbine. Now, In previous session, we have discussed what is a turbine. A turbine is a machine which draws flow of liquid or gas. So you can think that it is a device which draws, means what? Which collects the flow of liquid or gas. So here it this turbine will collect the steam which is produced by burning fossil fuels. Then this steam is used to run turbine. Now when turbine will rotate, the turbine has blades, right? So when it will rotate, there will be a generator which converts electricity. Now you may think that this turbine, when it rotates, how will it be converted into electricity? So when the turbine runs, which means when it rotates, it has blades on it. So there will be mechanical energy. And this mechanical energy then in turn will be converted into electricity. So remember that thermal power plants are used to convert heat energy into electrical energy. This is all about thermal power plant.